Hulk Hogan, the American professional wrestling icon, died at the age of 71 due to sudden cardiac arrest. Paramedics rushed to treat him, but he could not be saved. For anyone who watched television in the 1980s, his bright yellow boots, red bandanas, and famous handlebar mustache are unforgettable. He captured 6 world titles and turned professional wrestling from a regional attraction into a massive global phenomenon. Beyond the ring, he crossed over into movies and television, becoming a fixture of American pop culture. His last public appearance was an energetic speech at a major convention. Following the news of his passing, friends and competitors filled social media with stories of his massive presence, remembering him as the engine behind wrestling's most popular era. He leaves a massive void for millions of fans who grew up shouting his catchphrases. Anthony Geary, the American television actor who played Luke Spencer on the long-running soap opera General Hospital, died at the age of 78 due to complications from a surgical procedure. He passed away in Amsterdam, where he had lived quietly since leaving the spotlight. In the early 1980s, his character's wedding to Laura became the most watched moment in daytime television history, drawing over 30 million viewers. He earned 8 Daytime Emmy Awards for his work, setting a record that remains unbroken. Outside of daytime television, he performed in numerous classical theater plays and guest-starred in primetime dramas. Former co-stars and producers expressed deep sadness, describing him as an incredibly gifted performer who changed the expectations for daytime dramas. The show planned a dedicated episode to celebrate his decades of work, keeping his memory alive for generations of dedicated soap fans. George Foreman, the American legendary heavyweight boxing champion and entrepreneur, died at the age of 76 due to natural causes. His boxing career was extraordinary, starting with an Olympic gold medal in 1968 and a world heavyweight title in 1973 after defeating Joe Frazier. He lost that title to Muhammad Ali in the famous 1974 Rumble in the Jungle. Decades later, he staged an unbelievable comeback, winning the championship again at age 45. Outside the ring, he found massive commercial success with his fat-reducing grills, which sold over 100 million units worldwide. Fans and fellow athletes remembered him as a warm, incredibly strong, and generous man who lived a remarkably full life. His loss is deeply felt by sports enthusiasts and home cooks alike. Gil Gerard, the American actor who starred as the futuristic hero Buck Rogers, died at the age of 82 due to a rare and aggressive form of cancer. Before making his way to Hollywood, he worked as an industrial chemist. In the late 1970s, he became a household name playing Captain William Buck Rogers in the science fiction series Buck Rogers in the 25th Century. He brought a charming, rogue-like energy to the screen that captured the imagination of millions of viewers. Later in life, he appeared in daytime soap operas and directed theater productions. Before passing, he left a message thanking his fans for an incredibly rewarding journey. He is survived by his wife, Janet, and his son, Gib. Fans around the world remember him as a charismatic talent who brought space adventures to life. Glenn Hall, the Canadian professional hockey legend and Hall of Fame goaltender, died at the age of 94 due to natural causes. Known to sports fans as Mr. Goalie, he played 18 seasons in the National Hockey League for Detroit, Chicago, and St. Louis. He changed the sport by developing the butterfly style of goaltending, dropping to his knees to block shots. He set a legendary, unbroken record by starting 502 consecutive games without wearing a protective mask. He won 3 Vezina trophies and led the Chicago Blackhawks to a Stanley Cup victory in 1961. The NHL commissioner and hockey fans expressed immense sorrow, remembering him as a tough, classy, and dependable gentleman who changed how the position was played. He is survived by his family. Mary Beth Hurt, the American stage and screen actress, died at the age of 79 due to complications from Alzheimer's disease. Over her career, she received 3 Tony Award nominations for her exceptional stage work on Broadway. In film, she worked with prominent directors, appearing in classics like Woody Allen's Interiors, Chilly Scenes of Winter, and The World According to Garp. She was known for her incredible range, moving easily between heavy dramas and comedies. She was married to director Paul Schrader and maintained a lifelong friendship with actress Glenn Close. Malcolm-Jamal Warner, the American television actor who rose to fame on The Cosby Show, died at the age of 54 due to accidental drowning. The accident occurred during a family vacation in Costa Rica, where he was caught in a powerful rip current near Coqueless Beach. Despite rapid emergency efforts, he could not be revived. From 1984 to 1992, he played Theo Huxtable, earning an Emmy nomination and becoming a beloved figure in millions of households. After his early television success, he directed episodes, starred in several sitcoms, and won a Grammy Award for his spoken word poetry. He was also a talented bass player who performed regularly. His sudden loss devastated his family, colleagues, and fans, who remembered him as a genuine, warm, and multifaceted person. Mark Fuhrman, the former Los Angeles police detective who became famous during the O.J. Simpson murder trial, died at the age of 74 due to throat cancer. He was a central witness in the 1994 investigation, claiming he discovered a bloody glove at the crime scene. During the 1995 trial, his testimony became highly controversial when defense attorneys revealed his past use of racial slurs, leading to a perjury conviction. Following his police work, he wrote several true crime books and hosted a talk radio program. His manager confirmed that he chose to stop cancer treatments shortly before his death. His passing restarted debates about the famous trial. Willie Colón, the American Grammy-nominated salsa musician and social activist, died at the age of 75 due to respiratory failure. He passed away at his home in Bronxville, New York. He was a major force in urban salsa music, blending traditional Puerto Rican sounds with the raw energy of New York streets. During his long career, the trombonist, writer, and singer released over 40 albums and sold more than 30 million records worldwide. He collaborated with legends like Celia Cruz and Ruben Blades, producing some of the most popular salsa albums ever recorded. Outside of music, he was an active political voice and civic leader in New York City. Michael Madsen, the American film actor best known for his roles in Quentin Tarantino movies, died at the age of 67 due to sudden cardiac arrest. Emergency services responded to his Malibu home, where he was pronounced dead. He became a cult favorite after his unforgettable role as Mr. Blonde in the 1992 film Reservoir Dogs, followed by his performance as Bud in the Kill Bill films. His deep, gravelly voice and tough screen presence made him a natural fit for crime dramas and action films over a 40-year career. Sally Kirkland, the American Oscar-nominated film and television actress, died at the age of 84 due to complications from infections following multiple bone fractures. She began her career as a fashion model before moving to stage and screen, appearing in classic films like The Sting and experimental projects with Andy Warhol. Her career reached its peak in 1987 when she earned an Academy Award nomination and won a Golden Globe for her performance in Anna. She appeared in hundreds of television episodes and films, including roles in Blazing Saddles and Bruce Almighty. Matt Clark, the American character actor known for his roles in classic westerns and Back to the Future Part 3, died at the age of 89 due to complications from back surgery. He passed away several months after breaking his back. Over a 50-year career, he appeared in more than 100 films and television episodes. Fans of classic cinema remember him as Chester the bartender in the 1885 saloon in Back to the Future Part 3.
He also shared the screen with legends like John Wayne, Clint Eastwood, and Robert Redford in classic westerns such as The Cowboys and The Outlaw Josey Wales. Valentino Garavani, the legendary Italian fashion designer, died at the age of 93 due to natural causes. He opened his fashion house in 1960 and remained a dominant figure in global fashion for almost 50 years. He was famous for his elegant evening gowns and his signature shade of red, known globally as Valentino Red. He designed clothing for some of the most famous women in history, including Jacqueline Kennedy, Elizabeth Taylor, and Julia Roberts. T.K. Carter, the American actor and stand-up comedian, died at the age of 69 due to natural causes. Police officers found him unresponsive at his home in Duarte, California. He started in stand-up comedy before earning his breakout role as Knowles, the roller skating cook in John Carpenter's 1982 horror classic, The Thing. He also had recurring roles on popular television shows like Punky Brewster and starred in the acclaimed miniseries The Corner. Over a career spanning 50 years, he was loved for his quick wit, physical humor, and successful transition into serious dramatic roles. Jennifer Runyon, the American actress who appeared in the original Ghostbusters movie, died at the age of 65 due to cancer. She made her film debut in a slasher movie before landing her memorable role in 1984's Ghostbusters as a college student whose telepathic abilities are tested by Bill Murray's character. She also starred as Gwendolyn Pierce in the popular television sitcom Charles in Charge during its first season and played Cindy Brady in a television movie.
Isiah Whitlock Jr., the American character actor best known for his role on The Wire, died at the age of 71 due to complications from a short illness. He earned widespread popularity for playing the corrupt state senator Clay Davis on the HBO series, creating a drawn-out catchphrase that became a staple of internet culture. Over a 40-year career, he worked frequently with director Spike Lee, appearing in films like 25th Hour, Chirac, and Da 5 Bloods. Scott Adams, the American cartoonist who created the famous comic strip Dilbert, died at the age of 68 due to metastatic prostate cancer. He had been diagnosed with aggressive cancer in mid-2025, which eventually caused paralysis in his lower body and heart failure. He started his career in telecommunications before syndicating Dilbert, which appeared in thousands of newspapers globally. The strip satirized corporate office culture and became a massive hit, winning the Reuben Award in 1997. Afrika Bambaataa, the American hip-hop pioneer and disc jockey, died at the age of 68 due to complications from prostate cancer. He grew up in the Bronx and became a foundational figure of hip-hop culture in the late 1970s and 1980s. He released influential tracks like Planet Rock, which blended electronic beats with hip-hop. He also founded the Universal Zulu Nation, an organization aimed at converting street gang energy into positive musical and cultural movements. In his later years, his reputation was heavily affected by serious legal allegations of abuse, which led to a civil court judgment against him. Despite these controversies, musicians acknowledged his role as an early architect of hip-hop's sound. Kyle Busch, the American two-time NASCAR Cup Series champion, died at the age of 41 due to sepsis caused by a severe case of pneumonia. He initially thought he had a cold while racing, but his condition quickly worsened after testing in a racing simulator. He was rushed to a Charlotte hospital where he passed away the following day. His sudden death shocked the auto racing world. Known on the track as the Rowdy, he won 63 Cup Series races and captured championships in 2015 and 2019. He was widely respected for his aggressive driving style and his unmatched determination to win. Kelley Mack, the American actress who appeared on The Walking Dead, died at the age of 33 due to complications from a brain tumor. She had been diagnosed with a rare and aggressive form of glioma.
Despite undergoing radiation therapy and documenting her physical recovery on social media, she passed away in her hometown of Cincinnati, Ohio. She was best known for playing Addie in 5 episodes of the hit television series during its 9th season, and she also guest starred on Chicago Med. In addition to television, she appeared in several independent films and national commercials. Her family shared an emotional announcement, describing her as a bright light who fought her illness with immense courage.